Yeah, 80 to 90%. So that's really the brink of it, but that's pretty impressive that we're at 80, right around 80%.
So this is the fourth part of a series of making a cheap but well-performing retro gaming machine that can play everything from Atari all the way up to Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 3, etc. So in the last few videos, we tried the GT710 graphics card in one of these cheap Dell small form factor computers. Today we're going to be testing this red card in the middle, the GTX 745 OEM. We did the one to the right, the Quadro K620, and it kicked butt for the price. I think this one's going to be similar performance, but it just gives you another option in that price point range. And so let's go ahead and play some PSP, some PlayStation 2, and see how it performs. Could it be one of the best budget picks? I think so. Let's check it out.
This one, the Nvidia Quadro, was awesome. I have high expectations for this one as well. We're doing the GTX 745. We can see we've got it in the computer here. Let's go ahead and see performance level. Let's see what it goes up to. So about 1,032 megahertz on the graphics core and 900 on the megahertz. So I do think that this one is actually slightly better, but they're very similar. All right, here we go. We're at full 60 FPS. Using a little bit more of that VRAM here. This time getting off to a strong start at least. Let's get Toad here. You want some of this Toad? Oh, shoot. Oh man, I'm red shelled. Get out of my kitchen, Donkey Kong. Alright, we're on Vulcan. Frame skipping off, 5x. Alright, and let's go ahead and see our performance here. It's using about 80% of the GPU here. Very similar performance we saw in the last video. I think we might be able to get it up to 6x.
So in this video, we're checking out the GTX 745, which is on the right here. And then the last video that I'm referencing was with the Quadro K620, that green card in the middle. We're seeing these two cards, very similar performance. So whichever one you could find cheaper. But so far, this one is kicking butt just as much, if not more.
We actually are up at 6x now. It feels choppy, but the rendering is saying we're getting 100%. And if we check the graphic card, we're probably up into the 80% utilization. Yeah, 80 to 90%. So that's really the brink of it, but that's pretty impressive that we're at 80, right around 80%. And it looks great. It looks phenomenal. So you might be able to even go up one more and then turn on frame skipping, but I think this is it. So we're at 89.7% on Vulcan, on the GPU usage. %, on the GPU. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to go any higher than that. we go up to 1080, it's gonna not like that. Let's see. Let's see how laggy that is. We're using 96% of that GPU. Yeah, that's just not gonna happen. Oh, the recs still work. Not bad. So you can run Project 64, you can run it up, and yeah, 20% utilization, you can run it all day.
When it does come to the emulation, you can absolutely just go ahead and download like for example PlayStation 2. You can go and just download the PlayStation 2 emulator, PCSX2, download the BIOS files, or there's pre-made images on websites like Arcade Punks or Backups.me where you could download it for free. Some people don't like to download though, or they don't know how to set it up. So you can buy these pre-set up hard drives. I like buying them from AliExpress. You can find them on Amazon as well. I'll put links to both. But in this video, I'm using the 3 terabyte build right here. And for under $100, I don't know why it keeps going in a different language, but for under $100, um, and there's coupons too. So you could probably get this even cheaper. Clip a coupon in the app. Um, you get every system from Atari all the way up to the Nintendo Switch, plus usually some PC games as well. And you get Techno Parrot. So it's going to give you plenty for years and years and years and years. So um, that's what we're using. Build it yourself is even better, but I know some people are intimidated by that. In this particular video, we use the 3 terabyte build to test. So here are the two cards side by side. My last video, I did the Quadro K620 in green. That one has a DisplayPort and DVI, where the one we reviewed in this video is the red one, the GTX 745 OEM. And that one does have an HDMI port, so I do like that. It makes it a lot easier. And then all I had to do with all these cards is I just removed the front plate so that you can get the card to sit properly in a low profile case. These ones I both got under $20, like they're around $20 shipped. But you can just see, like, look at how much that card was back in the day compared to this 60. And it's slightly newer. The Quadro series is slightly newer. But remember, the biggest thing I noticed, actually, I got slightly better with the GTX, actually.
For me, it was slightly better. I don't know if that's a driver thing, but they're so close. It really doesn't matter there. But something to note is that this one is a display port. It is not a HDMI, so you need to make sure you have the right cables for that. The GTX though is VGA, DVI, and HDMI. This one's DVI as well, DVI or DisplayPort. So I think this is gonna do it. I mean, you could go to a 1030. It's gonna be minimal, and for the price, the 1030s you're paying 60, 70, $80 for. So maybe like a 1050, 10% more, 12% more. Yeah, I mean it's just so minuscule. I think this is it. If we found it.
Of course, keep in mind your power supply. Will the card even fit in your case? And then also, are you going to take advantage of the current PCI slot that's in the motherboard? So do have to keep all those things in mind. But between the 745 and the K620 now, awesome cars. Definitely light years ahead of that GT710 I had just laying around. But that's what I want to do is kind of get close to the best bang for your buck. And I think we've concluded it here. It's either the K620 or the 745 OEM. If I had to pick between the two, I would probably go with the K620. I mean, it's just a more expensive card initially. But I really would it would be a coin flip for me at this point. I think we found the best budget emulation gaming card. Now, if you want to play some AAA games or some PC games, that might change your decision as well. But for under $100, getting one of these small form factor computers and upgrading it with a dedicated graphics card is just phenomenal. It's the best way to emulate on a budget that's going to unlock the most for you. It just is. Let me know if anybody tell me something else. Yeah, tell me otherwise. Prove me wrong. But this is a killer setup, and I highly recommend getting one if it's something you're interested in. Let me know if you have any questions. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.